Hey, what's going on? Team JVS. Just want to do a service announcement to you guys because something's been in my head for a long period of time, and as you can tell by the title, this has to do with the full reactions, the uncut reactions, our Patreon support page, in addition to our YouTube family, and this is going to be surrounding Vimeo. So I've known for a while, just because like I have films and short films and a TV series, well, not a TV series, but a short series that I can't talk about, that I wanted to post somewhere, but I knew that I couldn't post it on YouTube just because of distribution right issues, somebody potentially taking it, and not just that, I wanted to make sure it kept the same exact quality it needed to, and Vimeo was where I was really leaning towards. And what Vimeo has, it's got, of course, 4K HDR, which YouTube does have, but it keeps that same exact quality. It allows you to be able to actually secure whatever video you have with the password. In addition to that, it also offers a lot of other plethora of things that when you're trying to go and enter in like a film into a film festival, you'll be able to actually really do that. But what this is all surrounding is also our Patreon and YouTube page, because the reality is now, as far as trying to do reactions, it is very hard to actually edit and get them to pass or clear, regardless if you do the fair usage or not, regardless if you do under 7 minutes, under 10 minutes. It's a possibility you could even get your channel terminated if you give anything of any kind of leeway that YouTube can use to kind of ban you, give you a strike, or use through copyright infringement means now at this current time. And I can't put the channel in that much jeopardy. In addition to that, I also wanted to kind of push the bar as much as I possibly can, and I just can't do that through just normal means through YouTube. Thus where this comes in with Patreon. So Patreon, whether you guys know it or not, you can easily join it, but right now through Patreon, you can be able to watch full reactions of anything you want to that we actually do. And we do a wider range of different shows on Patreon than we do on YouTube, because the reality is when I actually do reaction to Black Lightning, for instance, or The Flash, or Walking Dead, I can be able to post that full entire reaction on Patreon through the means of my Google Drive. Now, with that, the problem comes in where you have a limitation of the amount of people that can actually be able to watch it. So I think it caps at around 1,000 people at one time can only watch something that's on a Google Drive or OneDrive, or even if it's an Amazon Drive. That is the limitation that you actually have. And right now, as it stands, we only have like, I think about 23 or 24 Patreon supporters. But when that grows and people want to go and watch a whole lot of things at one time, it's limitations there that we cannot actually work. And so this is what I'm going to actually really ask of you guys, so we can kind of push the bar as far as with our YouTube family, our Patreon family, and just from a creative standpoint, pushing things now, instead of using the Google Drive, instead of using the OneDrive, instead of using the Amazon Drive for full reactions, instead of just using and relying completely on YouTube to try to see what we can kind of get to work. Let's try to start putting things on Vimeo. And I can try to give you my best explanation to why, but I'm just gonna lay it out for you. Right now, Vimeo has what's considered Vimeo Premium. Not Pro, not Business, Premium. Premium, what it actually has, you have full 7 terabytes worth of storage to be able to put content up there. Right now, I'm paying like maybe $200, I think, for the annual for the Google Drive for 2 terabytes. So 7 terabytes could last us, shoot, 3 years over. The reality of how many frequent reactions I actually do, unless I kind of start pushing the bar with movie reactions, which I'm actually all open to. And anybody that's a Patreon supporter, if you're already doing it for $1, you have the full range of being able to request or be able to actually access whatever full reaction we come out with. So that means if we're doing Castle Rock, Stranger Things Season 3 when it comes out, if we're doing Lost in Space, if we're doing a movie reaction to, I don't know, Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, you'll have access to be able to watch it. anybody that's a $5 supporter or over can request whatever reaction they want to. They can say, okay, I want you to react to Jack Ryan. Can you please react to this specific episode of Jack Ryan? They get that exclusive access via do that. That's people on Patreon. But the problem is that trying to do that through the Google Drive, it's just limiting on what I can actually really do versus doing this through the Vimeo Premium. The catch is with the Vimeo Premium, what I'm really asking you guys is, I need to be able to actually cover the balance that is the cost for Vimeo Premium. Premium actually costs $75 a month, which I personally, even right now, I'm a full-time, I work full-time, have a full-time baby and full-time mommy, I'm a husband, and I just cannot cover $75 a month, which equates to basically $900 for an annual. And so what I'm actually really asking you guys is to see if we can kind of push that on our Patreon page. Right now, I think we're currently at, is it $45? And this is the harder thing, and it's hard for me to ask, but I know for a fact in the long run, it'll be the best beneficial thing. So I'm asking and I'm putting and setting the goal right now to not just $75, I'm setting it for $150. And the reason why I did that is because in the event that somebody kind of drops off or like half of the people leave, we'll still be able to cover the cost and we'll still be able to push things moving forward. I could go and manage doing it 75, but if for some reason, like, I don't know, 10 people just leave, then I won't be able to actually cover the cost of being able to pay per month for the Vimeo service, and then all this will be for nothing. So what I'm requesting and see if we can kind of set a goal for $150 for each month through the means of you guys through the Patreon support. Now, I'm not asking people to put up $100. I don't want that. I don't want somebody going like, all right, I'm gonna put 20, I'm gonna put 50, because that's happened in the past, and just people couldn't just manage it. I don't want to push anybody too far, you know what I'm saying? But what I will ask is anybody that can spare it, $1 a month, just $1 per month, adding to this, we will eventually get to that goal, I believe, within the next month or even two. If enough of you guys really do kind of cash your support. And I know this is asking a lot, but I really do feel like more than ever, like I actually wasn't comfortable even asking this before, but now that I see that with this Vimeo Premium that we can do so much more, I really feel like the benefit would work out and outweigh any of the, you know, issues or the sacrifice. I think the sacrifice would be justified. And of course, you know, I'm going to push as much as I can. I'm going to continue to keep the Google Drive. I'm going to continue to pay for it. I'm continue to go and, you know, try to pay any kind of expenses and even my time as best I can. But I really feel like this will be the best thing for us. And the biggest thing about the Vimeo Premium that I think will be a game changer is the fact that it has live streaming. So now with Google, not Google Hangouts, with YouTube, there's a limitation on how many people can actually, be in an actual chat, which is crazy, but it's true. So there is no limitation on not only how many people can watch at a time, but how many people can actually be in it. And on top of that, when I do a live stream, I can do a multicast, meaning that I can go and at the same exact time I'm streaming, like say I'm at New York Comic Con or I'm at like the New York Film Festival or something like that, it'll automatically go to Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever I want to push it to, it'll do that as a multicast at the same exact time. And I really feel like streaming is something that YouTube takes for granted, just because it is very true, and I've actually tested it, is that the more you actually live stream, the more it gets rid of some of the subscribers that you really actually have that haven't kind of watched your content in a long period of time. It just automatically just gets rid of them, which is really rough for me because I've heard people say, you know, I don't know what happened, like it kind of just got rid of me, I apologize. And I'm like, it's not your fault. It shouldn't be that should be your situation. Like people have months where they go and not look at person's content. But if we're doing this through the Vimeo live stream and there's no limitations to what you can actually watch, I could literally go and do like live reactions of the Flash on the fly, making sure I use like my my game catcher El Gato, you know what I'm saying? And what I could do is I could go and say, all right, temporarily, you guys, for the next 24 hours, you'll be able to look at my full live reaction right now. And then the next day I can go and be like, okay, everybody on Patreon, you can look at that same exact thing right now as well. That way it doesn't limit people that are on YouTube or on Patreon for anything. And then at the same time, that gives me ample time to be able to edit the reaction, put like a 10 or 7 minute thing and see if it'll work on YouTube. But if it doesn't actually go on YouTube, then that Vimeo link will still be available. And I could say, everybody on YouTube, go to this video link right here. You can go and watch the full entire reaction, because for whatever reason, YouTube has blocked my full reaction, but it has not stopped us and has not limited us. And that'll actually save me time, because instead of re-editing and trying to figure out how this is actually gonna work or manage, there will be no limitations anymore. So again, I know this is asking a lot, but anybody that can, anybody that wants to be able to really support Team JVS moving forward, it doesn't just benefit people that are on Patreon, it really does benefit everybody as a whole. I'm asking you guys to try to see if you can actually help support our Patreon page by pushing $1, just $1 per month, seeing if you actually can manage it. If you can, I promise you, I will use it to the best advantage through this Vimeo Premium that I think can really push our channel forward and make things so much more easier and more accessible, and limit or remove the limitations that we have currently right now. But yeah, and I'll go and I'll put the link in the description bar below. If you want to actually be a Patreon supporter, all you got to do is click that link and you can go ahead and immediately join. And not just join, if you want to go and pledge right now, you can. But if you just want to go and follow us, you can definitely do that, because right now our Patreon page is actually free for the week. So until Saturday, you can go and see for yourself. Look and see what content that we have right now going as far as with our Patreon page, and how many full reactions we have. We have tons. Like, we've got Stranger Things. We've got Jack. Well, we didn't have Jack Ryan yet. I do have, oh my gosh, Castle Rock that I've actually recorded. I am so excited to tell that I'm going to be posting reactions for that. I do have, of course, Black Lightning, The Flash. I'm going to be doing Arrow soon. I'm definitely going to be doing Titans. I'm definitely already working on uploading, when I can, Daredevil Season 3. It's just a lot. I really feel like it's going to be a really big asset moving forward. And so I know I'm asking a lot, but I really do feel like this is something that can push us forward. And I won't move forward with this until we've at least got close to the goal. Like, if we get to 100, then I might, you know, like, say, talk to my wife and see if we can kind of swing that in the event, you know, something happens. If we get to 100, then that'd be even, like, I think I'll try to do it then too. So just let me know if you guys are okay with this. Let me know if you have any concerns, any worries. If you can't spare anything, either way, just make sure you follow us and share our Patreon link, or share this video, so I can kind of see if we can push this as far as it can go. Love you guys. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.